This is the picture of the day he went into surgery.
Parents and kids relive moments they will never forget.
The doctor sent us for an MRI, and she told me that he had a brain tumor. And I had to get him to the hospital right away. I couldn't wait. Imagine hearing that.
On June 29th of 2005, she was diagnosed with Ewing sarcoma, which is a bone cancer. As soon as they discovered it, she went straight from the MRI table to surgery, where they removed 80% of the tumor. We weren't quite sure if she was going to walk again.
They were pretty positive she had osteosarcoma. By the end of that week, we had gone through a biopsy, and it came back positive that that's what she had, and by that Friday, she was starting chemo. So our entire life just flip-flopped.
Pictures retrace the slow, difficult journey back to restoring the spirit of a child who just wants to be like everyone else.
She's just happy to be able to be a kid again and do normal kid things. That's what she really missed, which is why she liked camp so much.
A special camp accelerates this passage. In one eventful week, the Sky High Hope Camp helps guide kids battling cancer back to their smile.
It's just a place where kids can have fun and forget it ever happened.
We have a slogan up here, and it's called, "Until there's a cure, there's camp."
My favorite thing about camp is probably making new friends.
Sky High Hope Camp brings together kids who share a harsh reality and a yearning for the whimsical.
At school, I was in a wheelchair and I was bald, so everybody made fun of me, and I was that little girl in the wheelchair that nobody really wanted to talk to. And when I went to camp, everybody knew what I was going through, so everybody was like, "Yeah, she's cool," and they accepted me, and I liked it.
He loves camp. He will not stop talking about it. When summer comes, he knows, okay, when does camp start? And every other week it's, "Mom, but when does camp start again? When is camp? Did you get our camp stuff together?" It's the most exciting time that he has.
The camp also brings together a group of playful volunteers. For 51 weeks a year, Dr. Stephen Withrow searches for the most effective ways to treat cancer in animals and humans. For 1 week in the summer, he sheds his title as the director of Colorado State's Animal Cancer Center to answer the call of the wild.
I've done everything from dishwashing to canoeing to archery to my passion is taking care of about 10 kids between 8 and 9 years old.
He's really goofy. Like, he was in charge of the Greenwood boys last year, and they dyed their hair green for Greenwood. So weird.
Behave yourself. I have a friend who's a veterinarian in New York City, comes every year. Kevin Lillihigh is head of neurosurgery at CU Medical School. He comes as a counselor, not as a neurosurgeon.
I start to feel a little guilty at the end of the week in the sense that am I doing more for the kids or are the kids doing more for me?
It's just such a blessing for her to be able to go there. It was just a chance for her to go and be a kid and get dirty and stay up late, and that's what she needed. She needed to be a kid again because that's what she missed.
75% of the families break up when a child is diagnosed with a serious illness, and 90% if the child dies. This camp also gives the parents a respite, and they know their kids are being well cared for and having a wonderful time.
Get to do things you haven't been doing, like rafting or high ropes or something. It probably would be out of character for me to drag my kid over to the high ropes course who has just had chemo, but they get to do it at camp. It's a great thing.
Oftentimes, this is the first time they've been away from mom or dad for many years and are allowed to come and have a down in the dirt spit watermelon seed experience.
So much happens in a short week at a camp so full of life. Painful memories from the past fade from view, replaced by images of kids just being kids.
I take pictures every year and I put them into a scrapbook. For the new people, it's really nice because then they know how fun it is and how fun that they're going to have.
There's something different about Sky High Hope Camp than any other camp.
There's a magic about the camp. It's just a feeling. You spend a week up there and you realize, you know, 90% of the stresses that I deal with every day don't mean a whole lot.
Sky High Hope Camp. It may feel like magic, but it's really just a whole lot of love.